In this video, I'm going to give you a pretty in-depth explanation of how to find the perfect sensitivity and what all that means. I'm going to show you how to get the best sensitivity based on your situation, and I'll show you how to tweak it so that you can have it perfectly set up how you want it. I'm going to load into Raiders Mechanics Training V5 just so I can give you a visual. A pretty good rule of thumb you can follow is you should be able to do about a full 360 or a full turn and a half from the left to the right side of your mouse pad. So the area that I'm comfortable playing in, if I go to the left side of that and I fully move over to the right side, it ends up being about a turn and a half. And so that, for me, with my playstyle, is the best. If you have a slower playstyle, then maybe you want to have it to where it's a full 360 instead of a turn and a half. But that's the general rule of thumb I like to follow when finding sensitivity. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with copying other players' sense, but everybody's going to have a different situation. They're going to have different sensitivity that they're comfortable with, different amount of mouse space, shoulder space, I don't know. There's a bunch of things that go into it. If you have a slower, more crosshair placement focused play style, then you can go with the lower sense. You can do like a full 360 left to right, something along those lines. And then if you've got a faster, you're more mechanical, you like to spam edits, then you can raise it. You can do 1.5 turns like I have. You can do 2 turns even. That's a bit much. And at that point, you do start to sacrifice some aim. The whole reason behind trying to find the perfect sense, or whatever you want to call it, and being able to move in the ways that you want to move is so that you can have better crosshair placement, which is going to transfer over into your fighting, your movement. There's a lot that plays into your sensitivity, so finding the perfect sensitivity really is a big deal if you want to improve. I'm going to do the same move twice. I'm going to do it with bad crosshair placement the first time, and the second time I'm going to do it with good crosshair placement, and then I'm going to put those side by side, and you're going to see the difference in the speed and just overall how effective it is. Now, watching these two videos side by side, you can see that there's a lot less movement in the second clip, and I end up actually finishing the edits faster, and I have more time if I wanted to do something else. So that's one of the benefits of crosshair placement. I'll show you good versus bad crosshair placement in a more simple way. So say you're trying to do these bottom 4, you're trying to do an edit like this. Bad crosshair placement, for example with this, would be like this. This is really bad. This is a lot of wasted movement like that. So that would be bad. Now, good crosshair placement for that edit is that. You can select them all with a tiny movement like this. Now, if you're editing your tiles from the far corner all the way to the other corner, it's going to take a lot longer than if you were to just do a small movement like this, and your crosshair stays in the same spot. Now, the reason you want to focus on crosshair movement while implementing it into your mechanics is aim. Your aim is also tied into your crosshair placement. I'll show you why crosshair placement matters regarding your aim. Say you're going to go do a Mongol Classic and you do it like this. So you go like this and you edit like this. You have to move your crosshair from this corner all the way up here, and that is not an optimal amount of time. He's going to have time to shoot you before you can move your crosshair up to him. So instead, what I do in this situation, instead of making an edit like this and having to move your crosshair diagonally across the whole tile, I would do an edit like this, where my crosshair, I can finish this edit around here, and my crosshair is head level with him, and all I have to do is move it over this way. Instead of having to move it from here all the way over here, I have a minor adjustment right here, and that really matters in some fights. And that's where your crosshair placement ties back into your sensitivity. Having a sensitivity that you can control and have the movements you do be controlled and not just all over the place insanely fast. It really matters when you're doing that crosshair placement stuff, because trying to do that in a fight gets difficult, and having a crazy fast sensitivity can be, at the end of the day, like, just too much. Yeah, me personally, I'd say I'm a mid-level sensitivity. I've slowly been raising it, and I've been messing around and learning different things about sensitivity, and that's what made me want to make this video. So if this helped you out, please leave a like, comment, let me know what I can do better, what worked out good, and thank you for watching.